Hey, it's rayodaniel and welcome to my channel. In this video, we're going to continue our series on high-level features. This video, we're going to be focusing on emails, email templates, and how they're used inside of Highlevel. So before we begin, I would like to see if you could please take just a quick second, hit the subscribe, hit the like button on this video if you like it. Supports the channel, really helps me out here. I'm looking to grow. And if you are interested in Highlevel, please use my affiliate link in the description below. It really does help me out tremendously, and thank you so much in advance. Alrighty, let's get to it. Okay, so here we are inside of one of our accounts inside of Highlevel. Now, there's multiple different areas that emails can be set up, email templates, email campaigns. It can be kind of confusing to somebody looking to get started with Highlevel. I just wanted to explain what each particular area is used for and why you might not choose one area versus another when creating email and email templates. Okay, so the first thing I wanted to start out is some of the older features of Highlevel, some of the original features of building email and email templates that are eventually going to be faded out, but I at least wanted to show those to you. So inside of our sub account, if you come down here to the automation tab, automation is typically where you would have all your workflows. You also can have campaigns, and this campaign isn't just an email campaign. It could be any campaign. And I'll show you this in just a minute. And then triggers. Triggers are just basically a way to indicate that something happened inside of Highlevel. You know, when somebody does this, somebody clicks on a link, somebody clicks on a button, somebody does this, I want to trigger an action that I could track inside of Highlevel. Okay, so these are two areas, campaigns and triggers, that are sort of from the original build of Highlevel, and they're still supported currently, but my understanding from Highlevel and Highlevel support, these features will eventually at some point in the future be discontinued and go away. So the reason I say that is because these features are not turned on by default. So if you ever go into your account settings and you scroll down to the bottom of your area, you see there's an enable, disable, deprecated features. Now, deprecate just a way of just saying, these are features that are not going to be available moving forward in the long run. So you can simply turn these things off, save it, and then you won't even get those fields showing up in your area. But for right now, they still are supported, and they're still a valid way of configuring campaigns. So I'm going to go ahead and go over them. So I'm going to come back into our account, come back into automation and campaigns. Now, rather than create a new campaign from scratch, I'm just going to choose one of the built-in campaigns that are here just so that you can see what's going on here. So this is sort of a free $50 gift card nurture campaign that Highlevel is configured. Notice that this, first of all, it's in draft mode. Draft mode means it's not actively in use. It's not published, so nobody could accidentally set this campaign off anywhere in the future, not until it's published. So here, if you take a look, you notice that this campaign configuration is laid out very easily. You have the thing that you're starting out with. Now I want to show you this little exclamation mark. That just means as soon as this campaign is triggered, this thing, the original SMS message here fires off. Then 2 minutes later, this goes off. 3 minutes later, this goes off. You can kind of see the point here. So if you scroll down, you see that there's things that go for all the way down here for a day. Now, with this, you can add this component, remove it. But right now, I just want to simply click on, it's already there. So let's just click on edit. So edit, you see here's the template. Now on this template, you can configure it. You have just your name. You could pick any kind of a template that may already currently exist, and I'll show you where those are located. So you can import templates from other areas into this campaign. All of the standard features that Highlevel has, these custom values. One of the brilliant things about Highlevel is that everything in Highlevel is interconnected. So the CRM system is connected. All the other components for email and email templates are connected. So you can all use them interchangeably wherever you're at inside of Highlevel. So here, if you're dealing with a contact, you can access any information about a contact, user, any user of the system. So this is people that are actively logged in and using the system. Any appointments, calendars, campaigns, you see all the other things, you could just simply use it. So if you wanted to customize it, like they have here, thanks for claiming our custom value offer name. comma, contact first name. So this is a way of customizing it to say, thank you for claiming our, custom offer, our custom value, which you can kind of put anything into a custom value offer, and then the contact's first name. So it customizes this SMS specifically to the person and the offer that they claimed. So, and then you can even put in location.name. Typically that's going to be the business name. So you can completely customize this template. You can add any particular, add any files you want to it. So this is the first step in creating this. And as you said, you can just simply keep adding and adding to this. 2 minutes later, they get another email campaign. This is what goes out, 2 minutes later. And it's just basically built to nurture your contact and to basically get them to do something, get them to buy something, and so forth. So here's kind of how the campaign configuration works. If you wanted to, you can simply click back here and say add an event. You get any of these options to choose from, which is really nice. So text, email, you can do a voicemail drop, you can do a webhook. I'm not going to get any information specifically into that, but for instance, if you use Zaps or Zapier for sending information, you can send information to them for a third-party system. You could use Google My Business Messages to reach them. You can use Facebook Messenger. You could try to call them and connect them to a representative. There's lots of different things that you can do here. So any of those things can be added, and then again from here you can just simply reorder any of the ones that you want to get the campaign that you're looking for. So this right here, I don't really have a good reason of why Highlevel is discontinuing this one. This is just what I've talked to support about and found out that eventually this may very well go away. So if you do have a bunch of campaigns built in here, you most likely will have to rebuild them later. Now, what Highlevel is really pushing right now is that all of this automation and campaigns really get built inside of a workflow. So they are really pushing workflows to build all of this type template and automation. I'm going to go over workflows and show you an example of that just a little bit later on in this video. But that is where they're pushing everything, because all of these features, everything that we just saw, can all be done inside of a workflow as well. And workflow is just sort of a better way of handling that than building these in campaigns. So triggers, again, if we want to just take a look at it here for click on this to be able to edit it, we see that when somebody goes to a particular form, they submit it for this particular free gift card. When they go submit that, what happens? They come over here and get added to the campaign for that we just saw, the $50 claim nurture. And then what should be performed next? You want to go through and update the opportunity. So it basically inserts them into your pipeline and puts them into a certain stage in a lead promotion so that you can follow up with that in the future. So you see this is this trigger can be very extensive, but again, all of the things that you see here can be done inside of workflows and in other areas of Highlevel. So I don't want to spend a ton of time on those two particular features because eventually those will go away. What I wanted to focus on are the areas that are going to remain inside of Highlevel and let you choose one of those. So in order to get to those, you're going to have to go into the marketing area. So under marketing, you see there's an email campaigns, and email templates. And then you see there's a templates area. We're going to go through and look at both of them. So here, what we're going to do is, if we look at campaigns, notice we don't have anything. Now, to build an email campaign, we have to have email templates to add to it to start. So let's go ahead and start with the email template. Now over here, if we click on the new button, notice we got several different things that we could use. We can create from an existing campaign. So if we already have a campaign that's in use, we can take it and slightly modify it. If that campaign worked well, we can choose from an email marketing template. We can just start from scratch and go to a blank template. Or if you want to, you can actually import an email. If somebody sent you an email that has a really cool format, you can actually import that email in and use that as a template. So right now, what I want to do is actually show off some of the power of the email marketing templates here, just so that we don't have to start from scratch, because that could take a long time to build some of these templates. So let's take a look at what's available here. So notice over here we have all categories, but we have different categories for different areas: automotive, beauty and fashion, financial, home services. So let's go ahead and just click on home services. So here we'll see they've got several for solar, several for landscaping, some for plumbing generic. So let's go ahead and just, if we wanted to, before we select it, we can just simply click on preview to see what this looks like. So if this is something that we want to look at, if this is a template that we want to begin with, then let's go ahead and use this one. So it's just saying by using this template, I agree the template is free for use and that what Highlevel has done to the best to ensure all the images and templates are royalty free. I understand this responsibility to make sure I don't publish images I don't have the rights to. So this goes back to copyright information. If you're going to use images inside of your emails, go someplace and purchase them, or make sure that they're created by you, an infographic or just something, company logo. But if you start sending copyrighted images in your emails, you could get in trouble for that. So by selecting this, we're going to say get this template. Now, one of the things I did notice that probably is a little bit of a bug is this page doesn't automatically refresh. So right now I have noticed that you have to come in here and click the refresh button on this, and then when you click the refresh, then you see the email load. I'm sure it's just a bug somewhere, but just to let you know, you do have to do that to kind of get it to load. Here we can preview it, we can edit, or we can even clone the email. If we get an email that's just the way we're looking for, and now we want to maybe use it for a different service, we can clone it and then just change a few things and without having to rebuild it from scratch. And then if we look at the actions here, we can preview it, share it out, which is nice. So if you want to share it, it means that you can move this email template from one account inside of Highlevel to another, which is really nice. So if you or a particular owner have multiple locations that you're responsible for, you don't have to recreate it. You can move it from one location to another. Beautiful. Right now, move to folder. We haven't really talked about folders, but if you look up here at the top, there's a create folder icon. Here, you can create folders. It's a great way if you're creating ways of just organizing your email templates. It's just create folders for it. So if you do ones for holidays, ones for birthdays, ones for take your pick. However you want to organize them, just create a folder for it and then store all those email templates in there. It's just a great way to organize it. So you can move it. You can create a campaign around it. Archive it. So let's just say you don't want to use this anymore. You just want to make sure it's not, when you archive it, it is still available inside of Highlevel. You just can't see it when you pick an email template. It doesn't show up on the list anymore. So, and then of course you can delete it if you want to. So right now, if you want to, you can just simply click preview. So this kind of gives you this preview here. It'll let you take a look at it. So right now, if you wanted to, you can just simply come and click edit. And you get this nice HTML editor. So here, you can come up here and put your logo in here, change some of the text, change some of the images. You do have these elements available inside of here from text, images, buttons, dividers, social icons, footers. You can insert certain code if you want to. And I'm going to show you this. I don't do this myself inside of Highlevel, but if you have your own HTML code that you want to copy and paste, you can just do it from a code level as well. You don't have to use the builder for that. You can insert videos, you can create shopping carts for it, and if you want to. And here you can just change the different layouts. If you want to add 1 column, 2, 3, change the way it's designed. You have all these elements in here. And then if you want to change the appearance, you can change the colors of the templates, buttons, dividers, all that kind of stuff that you can do inside of here. So if you look at button, you can look at the radius to make it more curved along the edges. You can change the color of it, the font, and things like that. So right now, I just want to quickly show this to you. You can always come up here and change the name of it as well. You don't have to leave it as plumbing generic. You can edit it, but for right now, for this video, I'm just going to leave it. Now, if you click on this, you can see for this, there's a couple different things you can do inside of here. Before you start utilizing it, you could test it. So you can click on this and send from, to, in the subject. So you can send that out and see what that looks like. Of course, it's always a great feature to have. You can preview it. Again, we've already saw it here. But one of the things is it creates different versions. So you might have multiple team members coming in here, creating and changing the email template. Well, it's great if you can see the different versions in case somebody messes something up. You might want to revert back to an older version. Now, one of the things I do want to sit back and look at real quick are the settings. So the settings for this is where you can put in the name on this template, the name of who it's from, the email, any kind of a preview text, that little text underneath there to kind of preview it on some email clients. You can see what the email is going to say, and then the subject line for the email. Notice each one of these allows you to this little tag at the end. You could select this and then use any values in here. So from the from email, if you want to use somebody's contact information, you don't need to manually type it in. This can actually be a contact's email address, for instance, and it will be put in there. So you do have those options inside of Highlevel again because it's all integrated. It allows you to do that. So I'm just going to leave that alone for right now just to kind of show you what's available. And I'm just going to click on Save Template, and I'm just going to go back. So here's a basic email template that we have. Now for this, let's just assume that we've edited this. It's perfect. It's exactly the way we want it. We've tested the email. We've sent it. Everything is fine. It passed our qualifications. Now we want to go ahead and create a campaign for it. So here's what we get when we actually create a campaign. So right now we see we have still the button in the editor. So once we get this stuff finished, assuming that everything is already finished, now up here, we did have one other tab I wanted to show you. You do have appearance over here, but you also have the way to do A/B testing. I'm not going to dive into this. This is like really for advanced email marketers. If you ever want to have the ability to like clone this email and change the subject line maybe, or change some of the components, maybe the logo, the colors of the email to see if it performs better, you can come in here and enable A/B testing and get that configured. But we're not going to get into that in this video, but that is available for the more advanced email people if you want to utilize it. So let's just say once we get everything scheduled here, everything's perfect. We want to click send and schedule. We can either send it now, we can schedule it in the future, we can batch schedule. Now here's where I wanted to show you some of the value of Highlevel and some of the other features you can incorporate with your email campaigns. So I want to just come back to this, but you can send it now, schedule it, put it on the RSS scheduler, or just come back to batch schedule. Now, let's just say if you want to send an email campaign out to 1,000 people. I know that's a small list. It could be 100,000 people, but you don't want to blast 100,000 emails out all at one time. That's a great way of being shut down on your email provider. So you might want to implement stuff like 100 people at a time, 200 people at a time. So right now, here's a great way to do this. So first of all, this is going to tell you when do you want to start this. Now, if you look down here, what we're going to be able to do on this side is we're going to be able to see the recipients. So under the recipients tab over here, this is where we get to choose who we're sending to. And we can pick this from Highlevel. Now, we can choose a contacts. So 1 contact, 2 contact, 3 contacts, we could choose them. But we can also send to a smart list. Now, if you're not familiar with Highlevel and the CRM feature, please check out my other video that I've created on CRMs that go over all of these features. But just to give you a heads up, a smart list is like a pre-filtered list of your contacts. So for instance, let's just say you want to create a list of everybody that lives in the state of California. You can create a smart list. You create a filter that says, give me all contacts where the address of the person is in CA, California. Or just the word California. So it creates a list of everybody in there, and it dynamically updates that. More and more contacts get added. If they're from California, they automatically get in that list. But at the bottom of that filters list, there's a way of saving a smart list, and you can give it a name. The name could be, contacts from California, for example. So that's a way of configuring a smart list to segment your data list into different areas. It could be state, it could be if they ever bought a product from you before, it could be if they're from a certain company. However you want to do this is completely up to you, but I don't have in this example any smart lists built, but I want to at least explain to you what it is. Now, another thing that Highlevel can do in the CRM is tagging. Tagging is very common in many CRM systems. Somebody comes in, they get tagged as a lead, or they get tagged as a purchaser, as a customer, that maybe they've already bought something from you, but you can tag them to let them know how to identify them in your system. Well, let's just say you want to send something to all the leads. Like we do have a lead set up in this particular system, so we could say lead. Now, with this, it says there's 1 contact. I know that's weak, but there could be 1,000, there could be 300,000 leads that you have in your database here or your CRM system. But we can simply choose all of them and just simply save this. Now, when we save it, we obviously don't want to send out to 300,000 people at one time. So over here on the left-hand side, let's just say you want to batch it. And just for the purposes of this, let's just say we want to do 100 at a time. And let's just say repeat after, you could just say every 6 hours. Or, just worst case, every 12 hours. That's a maximum delay of 10 hours. So let's just do 10. So here, repeat after 10 hours, send another 100. After 10 hours, send another 100. And you can specify what day you want to send them on. So you don't want to blast people on the weekends. You just want to do it Monday through Friday. Come in here and just turn the Saturday and Sunday off. And then specific start and end time. So if you don't want to blast people emails at 3 in the morning, but you also don't want to send it at 11 o'clock at night. So you can sit back and start it at, let's just say, not going to choose it, but 8 o'clock in the morning to 7 o'clock p.m. So you can set all of those standards, set the campaign, choose the people that you want, and then let Highlevel just send those emails out for you at the regular intervals. So that's a really great feature of this that you can actually do for your email builder. So right now I'm just going to say choose contacts. I'm just going to click on save so we can save this particular one. And I'm just going to go back to email campaign. So now we see there's an email campaign and we have a template that is used in that campaign. Okay, so that's how you would use email campaigns from that particular perspective. So notice with that, it's again, you could just tie the email template to the campaign. You can also come over here to the templates area. Now this template area is a little bit different than the other one. Before I do that, let me, I did say I wanted to show you one other thing here. So let's go here from new, and let's just say we want to start with the blank template. So here we can choose the designer, which we've already saw. We could choose a designer with all the buttons that we can drag and drop, and that's how most people do it. That's how I do it when I'm doing this type of setup. Or you can simply go to the code editor. So if you select this, here's where you sit back and there's not much of an interface. You just kind of get just a big code and you work with the template strictly in the code aspect. So you see it's really just techie HTML, completely structured, so you can just copy and paste in here and create your template. I'm not going to move forward with this, but I do want to show you that you do have that option available, and I don't want to keep this template, so I'm going to delete it. But you do have the option of just copy and pasting code if you're that kind of person, or if you have the codes already designed to display right, then just copy and paste and you can create the template from that way too. So here on templates, on this template, we can add a text template and an email template. So here's where the advantage comes in for being able to create SMS templates. So right now we're going to just do one template, and we're going to do just SMS template 1 for lack of a better name. Now, let's just say on this one that I'm going to change it up a bit and just say you have a membership site, a membership course. If you're interested, Highlevel does memberships. There's another video on the channel that covers memberships. It's a little bit longer. It's about an hour, but it really covers memberships in depth and online courses and how to create them. But let's just say somebody signed up for a course. So you can just simply say, hello, go to the contact to pull the first name. So hello, John. Thank you for purchasing my course, or my, let's just say, membership. I hope you enjoy it. Not very original, I get it, and if I could spell right. So here it is. You can create it. It shows you what that text template looks like over here. You can add a file if you want to, but right now you can also put a phone number in here, test it, send it out and make sure it gets displayed right. Now, one of the other things I do want to show you are these trigger links. I'm going to go configure one of those and show you what that is. I'm going to save this first, create the trigger link, and then I want to show you how you can use that. So in the same area here under trigger links, you can go to links. Now, inside of any email campaign or even text campaign, it's often a feature that you want to be notified, or you want to know when somebody clicks on a link inside of your email or clicks on a link inside of your text, because you want to know when somebody interacts with your message to maybe put them in the next stage of your pipeline, or to put them on a different course. For instance, you could have 5 different links in your email, and if somebody clicks on, each link could be a product, product 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, if they click on product number 5, then you might want to specifically have an email campaign or another campaign set up just to target them and nurture them on that product number 5. But you don't know that unless you have some sort of a way of tracking that somebody clicked that link. Those type of links inside of Highlevel are called trigger links. So here we're going to sit back and simply add a link. It is not complicated. So it's just simply membership, and the URL is just going to be, let's just see, members.mysite.com. Just Doesn't have to be something that's valid, just we need to create something just so that we could see, okay, now we have a link that we can track. That's all we're trying to do with trigger links. And now we're going to go back to templates, and now we can simply come in here to the edit this particular text template, and we could just simply say, oh, here is a link to your members area. Trigger links, we see the membership site link. It puts a trigger link in here. We can simply click save it. And now we have a way, when we send somebody an SMS, if they click on that site to log in, we can do something. We can act on it. And I'll show you how you can do that using a workflow here shortly. But I do want to go through the email campaign. So here under the email campaign, I'm just going to do, let's keep it consistent, membership, email 1, very original, I know. Subject line, members welcome email. I know, very original. Give me a break. We're doing this on the fly here, people. Thanks so much. So here we just do hello, first name. Thank you for signing up for my membership. And I'm probably going to spell this. I'm awful at typing and spelling here. That's why I have Grammarly here. Just, of course, it's not working. Membership. Thank you for signing up for my membership site. Here is a link to log in. It's wanting me to correct that, so I'll make it grammatically pleasing here. So insert the membership site. If I wanted to, I can attach a file here. It could be a PDF file. It could be some instructions on how to log in, whatever you want to do. And down here, you can send, like with the text messages, you can put in a from and to email address, send it, so you at least see what this looks like, and so forth. Now, this builder is a lot more capable. I mean, you can come here and add links, add images, and things like that. So not quite as robust as the other email template, which is really one of the deciding factors between why you should use email templates in that area versus this one. If you're looking to do very simple, basic text emails, then this is a great template provider that you can use. It's very simple, very easy, probably much quicker than the other one. If you want to do full, robust HTML type of images and have it look all nice and glossy and shiny, probably the other email template that we did at first would be a better choice. So we're going to go ahead and click save here. Now we've got two different templates. We've got one email template from the template builder. We've got an SMS template from here. We've got a template in this email system, and we have a trigger link. So we kind of have all the components that we need now to start using workflows as a way of managing this. So other than creating the templates in here, notice that when you create these templates, the templates just reside here. There's nowhere in this templates area, like there was in the area under emails, where you can create a campaign and activate or send these templates out to somebody. Now, at least in this email template, there were templates, and then you could send campaigns out. Okay. Now, the thing about it is that these campaigns here, they're limited to being able to send out emails. That's what they're used for. But if you ever want to have a campaign that use different types of messages, for instance, we have an email message, then a text message, then we wanted to send it. I mean, if we wanted to do a voice drop, if we want to do all of that stuff, what tool inside of Highlevel do we utilize to do that? And the answer for that is workflows. So now that we've gone through the templates and creating all the templates in here, now let's hop into workflows and see briefly how we would set up a workflow to make these things work. So on the left-hand side, we're going to go to automations, back into the workflow area. Now, just notice that these workflows have folders that you can create. Again, if you're doing a lot of workflows, it does suit you to have folders for this, like client folders, email follow-up, lead nurture campaign workflows, just to separate all of them, because you could have 50, 100, 300 workflows. There's no limit to the number of workflows you have inside of Highlevel, but you can understand it can get hard to find them. So organizing them in folders is always a great idea. So let's go ahead and create a workflow. Now, if you're interested in the full video that we did on workflows, please watch the other video I did on workflows. I'm going to skip a lot of this stuff where we talked about what are some of these other pre-built components. And for right now, I'm just going to start from scratch. So I'm just going to create a brand new workflow right from scratch. Now, in order to implement a workflow, we need the workflow to kick off, to activate, to trigger, whatever word you want to utilize. How do we know when this workflow should start is what we're trying to look at here. And that's what this workflow trigger is. So if we click on this, we see a list of all the different triggers that we can utilize. I'm just going to take a minute. Notice over here, we can use this inbound webhook. This is a new premium feature that came in just in the last month or so. But let's just say appointments, calendars. If somebody books an appointment, you can have that trigger off of a workflow. Birthday reminders. So when somebody's birthday comes up, boom, it initiates this workflow and runs a workflow that maybe sends them an SMS, text, email regarding their birthday. And that's a follow-up campaign that you have. But here, what I want to do is specifically want to work on the email campaigns. So we talked about membership sites earlier. Let's just look at membership sites. There is one trigger in here called membership new signup. So somebody buys a membership, they click on it. You want this workflow to fire and to do something. So let's go ahead and do that. Now, this right here, unfortunately, will fire. I wouldn't say unfortunately, but this fires on every membership site that you have, okay? For every sign up that you have. That could be a little bit, you might want to be more specific, I guess is what I'm trying to get to, is being able to sit back and have custom workflows based upon what offer that you've provided for them. So one of the things you can do here, now I don't have any memberships broken out in this sub account. If you're interested in memberships, please watch the other video on the channel for that. But here you can select a certain offer. So here's where it gets really nice. So you might have 10, 50 offers that you have out there for different free course on this masterclass, free this lead magnet, or you can have membership sites that people sign up for, or they could have courses that they buy that you deliver through your membership site. I mean, it's really limitless. It's completely up to you of how you set all this stuff up. But you would probably most likely, I do this, want to trigger it based upon a particular offer. So offer could be like membership. It could be your monthly reoccurring membership site, maybe not a course or product or free offering. So you can choose which offer you want to target. You should select that here just to target it so that you can create a custom workflow for every offer that people select, because each offer is going to be unique in how you can structure that offer with the different products that you created. So just to give you that information, but for right now, just to kind of get through this, we're going to say somebody signs up for a membership, it's going to kick off this workflow. Now, if we do that, what we want to do is we want to do something here. So what do we do immediately? Let's go ahead and just look at sending them an SMS, right? So let's send them a text message saying, hey, thanks so much for signing up. Well, here it gives us the option of creating that message, so you can manually inside of this create your own custom SMS, but that's the whole point of using an SMS template, so that you don't have to write this every time. Now keep in mind, if you don't use templates, here's the downside of that. Let's just say you have 100 workflows on your membership sites and you configure an SMS message on each one of those workflows. And if you don't use a template, you have to go into each one of those 100 workflows in the future to make a change to that template in the future. Whereas if you have a template and you want to make a change, you change the template and then it gets changed in all the workflows that utilize that template. Do you see the power of what I'm talking about here? Good. Let's move on here. So right now, if we look at templates, notice that the template that we have, that SMS template one that we created, pops in here. Great. So let's utilize that. Hello, contact. Thank you for purchasing my membership. I hope you enjoy it. Here's a link to the members area. You can add an attachment and things like that if you want to. Send out a test message. But right now, we're just going to click save. So now in the future, if we ever want to update that, change the trigger link to something else, or just update that text message to include anything else, we can do it one time in the templates area, and then all the workflows pick up for that. Now, what we want to do here is after we send an SMS, we might want to, let's just say we want to wait a little bit. So if you ever want to put delays in your actions, waiting is a good way to do it. So let's just say we wait 5 minutes, save an action. So we're going to, as soon as they come in here, the SMS, boom, it's going to be sent out right away. We're going to wait 5 minutes. Then we're going to come in here and send an email. So here under the email, notice that there's a from name, from email, subject. Notice again, you can click on these to insert that if you want to. I recommend utilizing this if you want to have a particular user. So I mean, you can have just the user's email in here. That way you don't have to configure. If you manually type somebody's email in here, it would work. But if that email ever needs to change again in the future, you would need to sit back and you'd have to go into every workflow and change it. That could be a pain. And that's kind of like one of those lessons that you learn early on to utilize the high-level features here and utilize that so you can change it in one place and then it updates throughout all of your workflows. So put in a from name. So just test user. Oh, what am I doing here? So right now, we just want to choose a template. Now, here's the thing I want to talk about. With the email templates, notice that there's two different places in Highlevel that we configured emails. One of them is in the email campaign and template area. The other is just in the templates area. But either one of those areas, I see both of them here. So any of the templates that you create in those two areas, you get access to inside of the workflow. Now, the problem is remember the very first thing where we talked about those deprecated features, the campaigns and the triggers. Notice that you can build campaigns for them, but you can't build templates in them. So those templates won't show up here, which is kind of why I say don't use them, because if you use the second and third options that I presented, then you can have a drop-down list and use those templates inside of workflows. Because again, workflows is where Highlevel is pushing everything as far as building campaigns and customizing all the different possibilities you can do when somebody does something inside of Highlevel. So right now, I just want to use the membership email 1. Notice when I do that, the membership, the subject line pops in and so forth. So we're going to go ahead and click Save Action there. Now, right now there's a draft mode and a publish mode. I'm just going to go ahead and save this. And I guess I can come here and just say membership sign up. Click Save. So this is kind of how you can quickly build a workflow to say when somebody signs up for a membership site or whatever they want to do, book an appointment or something like that, you can have these other actions follow. This workflow will kick off. Now, here's where I want to just take a quick minute. Please hang in there with me for a little bit. I want to show you how trigger links can be used with a workflow. So when you're using trigger links, inside of here, we're going to start with the scratch campaign again. So here we're going to just do call it membership trigger link, just so we kind of know what this is. Now here, if we just type in the word trigger, notice that we get trigger link clicked. So we click on this. Now, you need to be specific on this one here, okay? Because if you leave this the way it is, it's going to fire anytime there's a trigger link clicked. You don't want to do that. You want to have this particular membership go off a particular trigger. That's that link that's clicked, not any one of them that you have in the system. So did that one time and didn't work out well for me. So lesson learned. So under filters, what you want to do is specify trigger link and then come here and specify what trigger link that you want to have clicked. So right now, this workflow is only going to look at the membership site trigger link when it gets clicked, not all the other ones. So we're going to click Save Trigger. Now, what happens when somebody clicks on that trigger link? This is when you can do other things like send an SMS or send an email. Hey, saw that you logged into your site. Hope everything is well. Please let me know what you think. Comment in the comment area on the membership site so we can track that and see any of the comments that you have. But one of the things that's really nice is if you type in, I'm typing in WO for workflow, notice that with the trigger link, you can add them to another workflow, remove them from an existing workflow, or remove them from all workflows. So do you kind of see what happens with that? So you do have some options for this. So right now what I want to do is, remember in the last workflow, if they sign up for a membership site, they get an SMS message. That SMS message has a link that goes out to the members area. So, and then it waits 5 minutes and then it sits back and sends an email. Well, what happens if they get an email for an SMS and they click on the link right away? If they do that, then I don't want them to get an email because they already have a link to it and they should be fine. So right now what I want to do is when it says remove from workflow, I want to choose another workflow and I want to do the membership sign up. So basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to click save. And what this does now is when they sign up for the membership site and they get the text message, if they click on that within 5 minutes that they click on that, then the email will not send. This trigger link will fire when they click on that link and remove them from the other workflow so they don't get a duplicate email with the link again. So that's a very simple example that I was trying to utilize on how trigger links can be used. But this overall is how you can use email campaigns, use workflow to build a campaign out. So I hope you found this video useful. Again, I would just simply ask if you did get some value from it, hit the subscribe, hit the like button on here. And if you do sign up for Highlevel, please use my affiliate link. It does help me out. Thank you guys so much and have a great day. Hey, I want to thank you again for visiting my channel and give you one more little thing here. If you are interested in Highlevel and getting some additional Highlevel training, please see the link in the description below. I do have a free course I'm offering that covers everything related to Highlevel and gives you all the information that you need to know. Thank you so much and have a great day.